Sabe! Hey, what's up, everybody? Alright, we're eastbound on Interstate 10 right now in the Florida Panhandle. About maybe a little bit less than 10 miles away from I-75. We'll not be getting on 75, but just kind of for reference on the map, that's where we're at. I'm going to be making a delivery to the Target distribution center there in Lake City. Target DC is off of the I-10 side of Lake City, off the US 441 off-ramp or exit, which is exit 303, which is 12 miles from where I'm at right now. Alright, so this is that same load that I picked up at Gonzales and Salinas. Load of basically assorted packaged veggie stuff, you know, like veggie tray things, whatever. So yeah, if you live in the Florida Panhandle area or whatever, and you go to Target, you might end up buying some of this stuff. So anyway, since I picked up that load, I talked about how I had a medical appointment at home on the morning after I picked up the load, but I ended up rescheduling the appointment from the original time, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And turned out I got home quickly enough where I could have actually made the 9:30 appointment, but kind of glad I ended up doing it 11 instead, just in case, because I wasn't sure that I was going to make that 9:30. And from there, I did my full 10-hour break at home, and then ran from there all the way to the Petro in Deming, New Mexico. I did pretty well with that leg, although I did stop for a couple-hour nap at the TA in Tonopah, Arizona. Got myself caught in some heavy Phoenix area traffic because of it. I thought about taking the Highway 85 and I-8 bypass route, but it wasn't that bad when I had to make that decision. When I was at that decision point where I was about to get on to 85. So I decided, you know what, I'll just go ahead and stay on 10 and take Loop 202 around. Then it got worse. But, I still made it to Deming. And the next shift ran from there to all the way out to San Antonio, east side of San Antonio, to the TA there. Anyway, that was a good 690-ish, 690-ish mile leg there. And I had a hard time staying awake too. I took a couple-hour nap at the truck parking area just west of the, who's this here, 4343 it looks like. I'm going the other way. Just west of the Border Patrol checkpoint there over by Sierra Blanca. And would have thought that would have been alright, but no, it wasn't enough. I needed more. And I ended up taking another couple-hour nap in another truck area. I can't remember where though. I think it wasn't. I don't even know if I was. I think it was right before I got to I-20. And I was just struggling, and I'm wondering if it was the really broken up lack of sleep that happened when I was picking up this load. That had something to do with it. I was having a difficult time. Now, I-75 is coming up right here. I keep going past on I-10. Also, I'm having a loose connection issue with my driver's side rear facing camera. Yeah, the exterior rear facing camera. So at the moment it's not working. It was working fine when I started talking, but it has since then decided to act up again. So I know that I'm not going to have rear camera footage of right now. So I apologize for that part. I know that it's a bad wire on the outside of the truck. Either on, I can't tell yet if it's the wire coming off the camera itself or the extension wire that hooks up to it on my mirror. Yeah, it's on the mirror itself. You know, the wire that goes from the mirror itself over to the main body of the main camera. The body of the main camera, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I can mess with the wires there and get it to work, but I have to shut down the recording and restart it to get it to come back. So to actually have data that I can actually show. So apologize for it not working right now, but it is what it is. Hopefully, now I'll fix the wire before I actually go to check in, because now this load is not due for delivery until this afternoon at I think 16:30. But I'm gonna get there and I'll park right down the street from there, literally like a block away at the Huddle House there. As long as there's parking available there. And yeah, that's where I plan to stop before we go to check in. And hopefully when it's time to check in, it won't have like the, because I think the wind hitting the wire is bending it, whatever, and making it sensitive. So hopefully when I go to check in, I won't be going as fast because it's literally right down the street. But you can literally see the Walmart or the Target DC from the Huddle House. It's that close. Yeah, it's on the same street. So fingers crossed, I'll have it working just fine for you guys when it's time to actually deliver. But it could decide to act up at any moment. Just be forewarned on that. Alright, anyway, I ran from on the next leg from San Antonio. I ran from there to Hammond, Louisiana. Just over 500 miles. I didn't even take a 30-minute break. I know I ended up having a detour up, basically up a smaller state highway up to US 190. At one spot not too long before I got to Hammond, because there was I guess there was an accident of some sort involving a semi and a regular, like a four-wheeler or whatever, that caused the eastbound side of I-10 to be closed down, or actually I-12. So I had to do a detour around that. I barely made it to my parking spot. I hit 0 minutes right when I got in front of my spot that I was going to park in. That's how tight it was. Originally, I tried to stop at that Pilot that's just east of Baton Rouge, but that place was a shithole, and there was no parking available even during the daytime. There were reserve spots available, but it wasn't a place I wanted to stay at, and I didn't feel like waiting for someone to leave one of the free spots, so I just said, screw this. I got enough time. I should be able to get to Hammond. I'll just go ahead and press on, and I barely made it because of that accident. And from Hammond, I ran. I'm on the, from there to here. I have the ability to get all the way here without a 30-minute break again, but I was getting a little bit tired, so So I decided to stop at the rest area at the 265 mile marker. About 35 miles, a little bit more than 35 miles west of where we're at right now. And got me some rest. It didn't really matter. I deliver this evening anyway. And on another note, I do have a pre-plan already. The reload is going to be picking up at Florida's Natural, whatever, in Umatilla, Florida. And that is going to the Walmart distribution center in Terrell, Texas. The exit here for US 441 is coming up 1 mile away. Shell station and the Huddle House. No, actually, the Huddle House is right after the Shell. Shell, I think, is on the left side, and then Huddle House is on the right, and then right after Huddle House on the left is the Target DC. I don't normally do many Florida loads. I mean, JCT does do a pretty good number of loads to Florida, both to the Panhandle and to Central Florida, and even to a smaller extent to the Miami area. But I don't personally come here very often normally, maybe only once or twice a year, but I seem to be coming here a little bit more often now. This is already like the 4th time I think I've been down here, over here in the last, maybe in the last quarter or so, somewhere in that ballpark. There's actually truck parking here at the Sunoco too. Yeah, look like we're clear. Yeah, there's several trucks parked here in this Sunoco lot. I'm going to come over here to Huddle House. There's also trucks parked over here at the Shell station. Yeah, there's several spots open over here at Huddle House, so we're good to go here. Not to mention, even the hotel here has truck parking, motel, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I'm going to do probably a U-turn setup. I don't think there's enough room for me to do it straight back into these spots, so how about next to this drop trailer? Yeah, I'm going to have to do a U-turn setup. Again, I'm not going to have this, the rear camera footage available for you, unfortunately. I think I'm going to be late chasing it. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not too far off, though. I had a feeling I didn't go far enough forward on my setup. Just forward right to take out the excess that I had there, get the trailer pointed in the correct direction, and then come on back. Okay, remember, if you guys not really experienced with backing, look how little I'm moving that steering wheel. Very, very little. I'm not even touching it now. Made very small adjustments to it. Okay, so this is Huddle House. I'm gonna get me some breakfast here in a little bit here, but Target DC, I can literally see right across the street through those trees. don't know if you guys can see it. So actually, let me change my view because I'm looking at the rear camera, the passenger's rear camera view right now. All right, come on. Won't even let me switch over to the front camera now. Weird. Alright, so both rear cameras are recording now, but let me kind of make an adjustment. Whatever he said. Alright, so should have both cameras working now, both rear cameras, but when it comes time to go make the delivery, I can't guarantee it's going to still be working. We'll try to do what we can with it. I'm just going to have to order a new camera and the rear camera and the extender cable for it, because I don't know which one is actually causing it. Alright, dude, you're talking too much. So might have to make do with mostly just front exterior and interior views for you guys until I get that remedied. But I do know for sure it's a bad broken or a loose wire, broken wire, whatever, somewhere in here that is intermittently connected, depending on how the cable is bent. So, alright, anyway, just do what we can. Alright, so, yeah, I think that's pretty much kind of covers what's going on here. Like I said, just right down the street, make a left turn to go check in, and we'll dock in from there. So, we'll stay tuned and we'll for more. We've got a software problem, don't we? Alright guys, time to go make our delivery. It's right at 1600. I'm going to change my status real quick. Actually, forced to move. Okay, even when the driver's side camera is disconnected, the driver's mirror camera is disconnected, it's still acting up on the screen, so I think there might be a software issue or maybe a bad solder or something on the inside the main unit. And I'm pretty sure, man, I thought it was just a bad wire for that. That was my alarm reminding me, hey, get up and move, just in case I was sleeping. Hey, guess what? I'm awake early. Alright, we're going to make a right turn here. Hopefully this thing's even recording, because the display, the LCD on my main camera keeps it's kind of jumping back and forth between the front and rear views, and it normally doesn't do that. So makes me think there's something going on in the inside the main camera. Okay, we're going to come down here to the south end of the property here. You see here, there's this driveway here. It says no trucks. go to the next one, right where that silver car, SUV, whatever you want to call that thing is, just turned in. Well, hopefully I even have this footage recorded for you, so, well, we'll see. But this thing acting the way it is, I don't really trust it at the moment. Alright, it's first drive on the left. We're going to hang on left right here. Now, if I remember right, with Target DCs, when you deliver, I believe you need your SO number or whatever it's called. So I'll have to be ready for that. I do have it written down, so. Alright, masks and vests are required to enter facility property. Must be worn at all times. What's that? Good.
Alright, man, straight ahead, about halfway down, park on the right, office right down the left.
Yeah. Hold on. Thanks. Alright guys, I'm gonna go straight down the road there where that, I don't know if that was Wilson Trans or somebody else. The guy walking away from his truck right now, we're gonna park right by where he's at and walk the Bills in. Yeah, the guy here was just explaining to me like I'd never been here before. It's like, yeah, dude, I know the routine up in here. Apparently, Sierra England does the dedicated account out of here. A whole bunch of Sierra England bobtails parked over here. One of them left their lights on. Oh, there's another JCT over here. What is that? 4294 Alpha. I'm going to do a U-turn setup here. Well, I can try to dive in actually, and yeah, I'm gonna come in, dive in. I might be able to get a straight back out of it. Put in 40. That way, if this guy in the black KW pulls out of his spot, he has might have some room to work with. Tandems don't want to go far enough over. It was like I had the trailer angled right, but it just didn't want to, the tandems just didn't want to move over toward the center of the spot for shit. There we go. That's good enough. That's right in the middle. These are kind of narrow spots too. That'd be not a spot you want to mess around with. Yeah, if you have to back in between somebody else. The lane is it's not exactly super wide either, but it's at least doable. But the width of these spots here that I'm actually in are narrow. They're not normal 12 feet. I can tell by where I'm at in relation to the land on each side. It's probably a little bit less, like 11 or so. Okay, so I'm gonna get checked in, go straight across the lane over there next to door 213. I'll get checked in and figure out what's going on. Get knocked in here soon. Alright guys, we're going to dock into 213, which is right next to the shipping office. Let me slide tandems to the rear and leave the doors closed. Just take your enforcer or whatever lock off the door. Leave it sealed. I'm sliding tandems now. Good. There's a couple of employees on like a cart, whatever, coming down the lane. I'm gonna wait for them to go by first before I come out. Couple of spots passed. Should be somewhere around this area. Work my way across now. Maybe pointed at this 808-174 trailer. Drive tires over here as quickly as I can, and I think it might be a little bit late. Yeah, not too much. Looks like I gotta have my tires right on top of that yellow line over there. Just about. Actually, right there looks good. Yeah, that looks just about right. Come on, quit trying to rip it. Okay, so while you're here docked in, basically wait for the light to turn green, red, and then back to green, and then you'll get a text message in saying whether you're good to go or if there was any problem with the load or whatever. Basically, it'll show up on your phone that it's that you're okay to just go ahead and leave, and you have to open your doors at the guard shack to verify your trailer's empty, whatever. So, all right, that's pretty much it on this. We'll have some more footage when we dock out and probably head down the street to, I don't know, maybe to Love's or TA or something down there. So, all right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, we're finally all done here. It's just after 10 p.m. though. Let me get my phone. Wherever it went, there it is. Okay, as of right now, it does look like my rear cameras are working. Don't know how long it's going to stay that way. Actually, I was reviewing the footage of the trip over here. Let me get this down a little bit more. I was kind of surprised that I even had footage at all from the rear cameras. Looked like I had footage all the way up until I was starting to pull into the Huddle House lot across the street. So I was a pleasant surprise. It's just too bad I didn't have the footage that was really important, was the backing stuff. Alright, I don't want to drive my tandems all the way back, so I'm gonna pop those 5 tandems. Okay, looks like we're good to go here. Why did I do that? Okay, on another note, when I was trying to get the SD card out of there for the rear cameras for when I was delivering, it fell down and it slid down into my defogger port area there. I was trying to fish it out using zip tie and some other stuff, a mirror, flashlight, a bunch of other stuff, and now I don't know where it ended up, and I had a hard time getting to it anyway. So definitely won't be any footage of rear camera footage for that, but I do have another SD card in there right now. Come on. Oh, hang on. Let me send my empty call before I head out of here. Okay, I do need to clean my trailer, but there's nowhere to clean it here. I don't know if I'm going to find parking down this, down there at the truck stop. So, what I might do is see if there's any parking available here at Huddle House first, and then I'll clean it out there and get the video ended as well, and then start heading down the road. I'll be heading over probably down 441 to over to I-75, head south on 75, and basically work my way over to the Florida's Natural plant over in Umatilla. That's where my next load is picking up from. Picks up tomorrow tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's when its drop dead time is. Hopefully it'll be ready early. I can get rolling with it tonight and get moving maybe up into I don't know, maybe into like Alabama or somewhere, maybe even into Mississippi. I'll probably take my normal route that I usually take, which is I-10 over to Mobile, and then US 98 and US 49 from there over through Hattiesburg and Jackson, Mississippi, and then across 20 from there. We'll come up here to the stop sign. Shit. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I just saw the stop sign here. The door, the window there is open, but yeah, I was under the impression to just stop right here and then open the doors and so they can inspect. Come on. I want to change my status. Let me out. Alright. Alright, let me get the vest off for now. I may just go ahead and go straight over to the truck stop. The trailer's not that dirty at all. It's just maybe a few little odds and ends I can take out of there. Let's see, what's the best way over to 75? Either go through town. Looks like I can take Northeast Bascom Norris Drive over to US 41. Alright, let's see what we can do with this rear camera footage. I'm gonna, because if I take US 441 down to 75, I know there's Love's over there, and I think there's a TA across the freeway or two or something. I can't remember though. Might be quicker to just get on 10 west and get on, and then 75 south from there, but. We kind of like doing the scenic route though, don't we? So how about we go the scenic route? Take the highways down through town. I gotta figure out where exactly. Trying to find my exit where the truck stops are at. Oh, that's down there way up. Okay, yeah, I can take 441 all the way down, and it'll cross. It'll cross I-75, and right where it crosses I-75 is where the Love's is at. But it's further down. It's not actually here in Lake City. It's actually south of Lake City. So that was what was throwing me off. We're doing a little quick little, I guess, scenic route through here. I take that state route 47 or whatever it says. I think it's 47. I'll get us over to I-75 a tad quicker. I'm gonna have to get reefer fuel on the way over to Umatilla as well, so I'll probably stop at the I don't remember the name of it. It's the pilot that's, I don't know if it's like Ocala or wherever, whatever you want to call that area there. I'm not the most up to par, I guess I would say, most knowledgeable about where stuff is and how where places are here in Florida, because I don't come here enough. I know there are a couple of pilots down there, including one that is along my that I don't have to go out a route to hit before I cut across to Umatilla. I'm still 45 zone, but now there's a way station up here, but I'm sure it's going to be closing this hour. Yeah, that red sign up there to the left is probably it. I have been through here before. It's just I think it's only been like one time, so I'm not totally clear on my memory of how things are done here. Yeah, that's got to be the way station, because I'm passing the way station 1,000 feet ahead sign right here. See that big ass red sign over there on the left? That's got to be it. Yeah. Come on. Truck route ahead, 1,500 feet. Yeah, I kind of figured I would probably want to turn right here on this, whatever street you call it, and kind of cross over to US 41, which is a short distance over. And yeah, that's exactly what the signs here are saying too. Make a right here. Just looking at the map, I can tell just that this is what I'd want to do. Alright, looks like a tight turn, so... Yeah, I did fine there. Yep, tandem's tracked nicely. Thankfully, I had that overrun area in between the eastbound and westbound lanes. Short distance down this way to 41. And US 441 will also be here. There's a sign right here, turn left. Apparently here at the stop sign right here. Good. We can just follow this on straight on down, and then 47 and 441 will split off. 441 pretty much parallels I-75. Might actually be quicker to get on that State Route 47 and take it down over to 75 and then just get on 75 where I can run higher speeds. I will have a different video, of course, for when I do my pickup at Florida's Natural in Umatilla. And I know most people probably pronounce it Umatilla. I'm not most people, though. I try to pronounce things the proper way. Proper way that whatever its native language actually is, if I can. Downtown and City Hall, turn left. It's 441 truck route and continue straight ahead. You can also turn right here to go over to I-75, but why would I want to go that way to 75 when I can take a more direct route? And I'm also looking at the map, and I can see a bunch of like little yellow spots and all that. It stays in city limits if I go that way. So whereas if I just come down through here, it'll split. 441 and 47 will split off not too long before we get into the kind of the end of the incorporated part of Lake City, and it should be a little bit easier to get down to 75 through there. Highway 10 Alpha, State Route 10 Alpha. I could just as well stay on US 41 as well, but I'm gonna probably just I don't know, I might just stay, get on 47. There's going to be more than enough video footage anyway to, you know, gotta kind of be careful about having a video too long. Some of you guys don't have very good attention spans. And not to mention the video, the file size will have a tendency to get a little bit too large as well if I let it go too long. I'm coming up on the 441 and 47 split. Yeah, I'm assuming that's 47. It's can be hard to read it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it says. this looks like the split right here. Go this way. I want to get to I-75 a little more quickly. This is a very thick road on the map, so it should be a truck legal route just based on that. Bascom Norris Drive. Okay, we're almost to the end of the incorporated area, so even having never been on this road before, I will assume that the speed limit's going to probably pick up before long here. Yeah, in fact, I see one right there, 50-mile-an-hour limit. Hitchitucky Springs Basin. Amazing what you can glean from just looking at Google Maps, not even having it navigate you. Just look at the map itself. The roads follow have a hierarchy to them. So the more significant the higher priority the road is, the wider the zoom level is you can be at and still see it. And then also, like with this road here, I can tell it's a thicker line. And it's got traffic data as well, so that gives a really good inclination that it's more likely to be a good truck route. I see other roads with traffic data that are thinner than this one, and so yeah, those are all telltale indicators that this is a good truck route. Doesn't necessarily mean it is one, but yeah. Definitely looks like one on the map. So we're going to get up to I-75 pretty quickly here. Maybe a mile or so away, and we'll be making a left turn, I believe, to get on there. Yep. I'm not really seeing too much for Christmas lights. I mean, given that it's already getting in almost to mid-December, you would think that there'd be more homes with Christmas lights up, but what's going on here? Motorcyclists. 2 cops. Rush Truck Centers is right off the same exit that I'm basically coming up to. But on the other side of 75 and north of this street, basically. 45 zone, and it's also getting pretty close to the interstate, so I'll get over here, get ready to make my left. Get on to 75 and I'll end the video there. Just kind of want to show you some of the ways you can get out of the area or whatever. Left turn up here after we get on the other side of the freeway. Alright guys, we're getting on a 75 south here, so about that time for me to say sayonara, no foes. Yeah. So, you guys all have a great night. Apologize for this video not going perfectly, but it did go better than I expected it to. And again, I had about 6 hours or whatever it was. Yeah, about 6 hours, not quite 6 hours there total. So probably get about an hour and a half-ish of detention pay out of it, which I'm not going to complain. Not like I really have to be anywhere. My pickup's not due until 10 a.m. and it is currently 22:28. So I got plenty of time to get down there, and I'm running on recaps. So the next load is, I'm not going to be able to run at full speed anyway. Alright, anyway, you all have a great night, and we'll see you guys in Umatilla. Alright, see ya.